Music is down. I'm getting the signal from our stage manager. All right. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
WBFR in New York City.
This is WBFR, Blaze of the Air.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, young and old and new. Greetings from WBFR Studio A in Manhattan, New York, right here in the US of A. I'm your host, Freddie Fillmore, and it's my pleasure to bring you a real good, feel-good heartwarmer, perfect for this Christmas or any other Christmas Eve. It's a Wonderful Life. We begin our story in the little town of Bedford Falls, New York, US of A, where a number of people in town are praying for their dear friend, a typical American dreamer named George Bailey.
Dear God, please look over my husband,
George is a good boy, you know that. My son always gone out of his way to give others a hand. Now it's him who needs the help.
Help my big brother, George. He's done so much for all of us. More for me than I remember all the times he would stay after work late and not ask a cent. The world needs more like George
Bailey never thinks about himself. I wouldn't have a roof over my head if it wasn't for him.
If it wasn't for him, I would have given up long ago. All I think about is myself. I must have taken the last cent he had.
Had no sense of business, that George Bailey. Just like his father. None of the Baileys were ever businessmen. It's his own fault if he wasn't prepared for times like these.
I can't help but think it's all my fault. Help him, Father. It's me who's putting him through all this.
Something's the matter with Daddy. Should we pray for him, Mommy?
Yes, Zuzu, pray very hard.
The voices carry heavenward, and Joseph, the superintendent of angels, summons Clarence, an apprentice angel.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, Clarence. A man down on Earth needs our help.
Oh, splendid. Is he sick?
No, worse. He's discouraged. At exactly 10:45 p.m. tonight, Earth time, that man will be thinking seriously about throwing away God's greatest gift.
Oh, dear, his life. Well, then I've only an hour to dress. Well, what are they wearing now?
You'll spend that hour getting acquainted with George Bailey.
Sir, if I should accomplish this mission, might I perhaps win my wings? I've been waiting over 200 years now, and people are beginning to talk.
What's that book you've got there?
Oh, Tom Sawyer. I was reading it when you sent for me, sir.
Oh, fine book. Excellent. Well, you do a good job with George Bailey, and we'll see about your wings.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now, if you're going to help George, you'll want to know a little something about him. Look, see the town?
Why, yes. A group of young boys sledding down the hill and onto the ice. Oh, this is amazing.
Yippee!
Who's that?
That's your problem, George Bailey.
A boy?
That's him when he was 12, back in 1919. Something happens here you'll have to remember later on.
And here comes the scare baby, my kid brother, Harry Bailey. I'm not scared!
Oh, dear, Harry's falling through the ice.
Oh, I'm coming, Harry. Make a chain, gang, a chain.
So his brother fell through the ice, but George saved him.
Yes, Clarence, and ever since, George has had a bad ear. All that icy water, you understand.
Bad ear, yes, sir.
The other event came a few months later. George took an after-school job at Old Man Gower's drugstore.
George! Yes, sir.
You're not paid to be a canary?
Yes, sir.
What was that piece of paper George just picked up?
It's a telegram for Mr. Gower. He found out this morning that his son died of influenza.
Oh, well, that's terrible.
Yes, and he spent the afternoon drowning his grief in whiskey.
Mr. Gower, do you want something? Anything?
No.
Anything I can do back here?
No.
I'll get them, sir. Hey, what's this bottle, Mr. Gower?
Oh, never mind that. Take those capsules over to Mrs. Blank.
Yes, sir. They have the diphtheria there, haven't they, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a charge, sir?
Yes, charge.
Yeah, Mr. Gower,
Get going!
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Gower.
What is it?
Mr. Gower, that bottle you used, you put something wrong in those capsules.
Well, who do you think you're talking to?
You heard it, my soul.
You heard I said, get out of here.
Look, Mr. Gower, you don't know what you're doing. You put something wrong in those capsules. I know you're unhappy. You got that telegram and you're upset. It wasn't your fault, Mr. Gower. But look, Mr. Gower, look. This bottle you used, this bottle to make up the capsules, it's poison.
Poison?
Don't hit my soul here again, please.
Oh, George.
All I wanted was to make sure, Mr. Gower. I won't tell anyone. I know what you're feeling. I won't ever tell a soul. Hope to die, I won't.
Oh, George.
Did he ever tell anyone about those pills?
Not a soul.
Or did he ever get married?
We'll get there soon enough, Clarence. When George Bailey grew up, he wanted to go to college, but there just wasn't the money. So he worked 4 years at the Building and Loan Association.
The Building and Loan Association?
Yes, George's father was in the building and loan business, along with George's Uncle Billy.
Hey, George, what's the combination to the safe?
We wrote it down so you wouldn't forget it.
Oh, that's right. Where?
Your wallet, Uncle Billy.
Thanks.
Lovable fellow, just forgetful is all.
Well, who's that?
Why, that's Henry F. Potter, the richest and meanest man in all the county.
Peter, Potter's here.
Bailey Building and Loan. There's nothing quite so loathsome as a family business. Now, Peter, you know what I'm here for. I'm on a very tight schedule, a family to evict at 3.
Okay then, Mr. Potter. Here's the thing. I just need a little more time. Just 30 short days and I'll dig up that $5,000 somehow.
Have you put any real pressure on these people of yours to pay their mortgages?
Times are hard, Mr. Potter. A lot of people are out of work.
Then foreclose.
I can't do that. These families have children.
They're not my children.
But they're somebody's children, Mr. Potter.
Are you running a business or a charity ward?
All right.
Not with my money.
Mr. Potter, what makes you such a hard-skulled character anyway? You have no family, no children. You can't even begin to spend all the money you have.
So I suppose I should give it to miserable failures like you and that idiot brothers of yours to spend for me?
Hey, he's not a failure.
George.
You can't say that about my father.
George.
Oh, you're not. You're the biggest man in town.
All right, son.
Oh,
Thanks.
don't
I'll
let
talk
him
to you
say that
tonight.
about you, Pop. Don't.
Tonight, George.
What kind of business are you running here? Good heavens, man. George worked for his father, saving enough to see him through the university. That summer, though, he was going to Europe. George got a job on a cattle boat and was ready to do a little traveling before college. Old man Gower surprised him with the gift of a great big suitcase. His bags were packed and he was all set to go.
Boy, oh boy. It's hard to realize it's the last night in the Bailey boarding house.
Oh, we're sure going to miss you, George.
I'm going to miss you too, Pop. Hey, you look tired.
I had another tussle with old Harry Potter today. I thought when we put him on the board of directors, he'd ease up on us a little bit.
Hey, I wonder what's eating that old money grubbing buzzer anyway.
Oh, Henry Potter, he's a sick man, frustrated and sick. Sick in his mind, sick in his soul, if he even has one. Hates everybody that has anything he can't get, I guess. Hates us mostly.
Hey, George, can I borrow your tuxedo studs?
Yeah, help yourself, Harry.
Where are they, in your suitcase?
I'm not taking a tuxedo on a cattle boat, you know.
Hey, say, where'd you get that fine piece of luggage anyway?
Hey, yeah, I'm Mr. Gower, a going away present. And one of these days, you're going to see that bag all covered with travel labels. Italy, Baghdad.
Hey, why don't you come to the dance with us tonight?
What? And be bored to death?
Well, you couldn't want a better death. Lots of pretty girls, you know. Hey, I've got to hurry.
I wish we could send Harry to college with you, George.
We have all that figured out, Dad. You see, Harry will take my job at the building and loan, work there for 4 years, and then he'll go.
Now, he's pretty young for that job.
Oh, no younger than I was.
Oh, you were born older, George. I suppose you've decided what you're going to do when you get out of college.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, what I've always wanted to do. You know, what I've talked about. Building things, design new buildings, plan modern cities.
Still after that first $1 million before you're 30.
No, I'll settle for half that in cash.
Of course, it's just a hope, but You wouldn't consider coming back to the building alone, would you? I know it's early to talk about it. but...
Look, I couldn't face being cooped up for the rest of my life in that shabby little office. I'm sorry, Pop. I didn't mean that remark, but this business of nickel and dimes and spending all your life trying to figure out how to save 3 cents on a length of pipe, I go crazy. I want to do something big and something important.
You know, George, I feel in a small way we are doing something important, satisfying a fundamental urge. I mean, it's not too much for a man to want his own roof and walls and fireplace, and we're helping him get those things in our shabby little office.
I know, Dad. I just wish I felt... Look, but I've been hoarding pennies like a miser in order to... most of my friends have already finished college. I just feel like if I don't get away, I must.
Yes, you're right, boy. This town's no place to live if you aren't willing to crawl to Potter. You get yourself an education, then you get out of here.
I'm glad you see what I'm talking about. Say, I think I'm going to go down to Old Main Street. Last night in town and all.
Well, you have a good time, son.
Well, who's that?
Why, that's Violet Bick, a childhood friend of George.
Hello, Georgie Porgy.
Hello, Vi.
What gives?
Nothing.
Where are you going?
I'll probably end up at the library.
George, don't you ever get tired of just reading about things?
Hey, yes. What are you doing tonight?
Not a thing.
Hi, are you game, Vi? What do you say we make a night of it, huh?
Oh, I'd love it, Georgie. What do we do?
Hey, let's go in the fields and take our shoes off and walk in the grass.
Huh?
And then we'll go up to Stewart Lake. It's beautiful up there in the moonlight, and we can swim. And then we'll climb Mount Bedford and smell the pines and watch the sunrise against the peaks. And we'll stay up there the whole night, and everybody will be talking. And it'll be a terrific
George,
scandal.
have you gone crazy? Walk up to there in my bare feet. Why, it's 10 miles up to Mount Bedford. Just because you...
Okay, just forget about the whole thing.
Forget about what, George?
Oh, nothing, Sam.
Say, you remember Mary, don't you?
Hi, George.
Hi, Mary.
Say, you wouldn't mind walking Mary home, would you, George?
Oh, of course not. I mean, is that okay with you, Mary?
Fine by me.
Oh, great, thanks. So George walked Mary home. Is that important, Joseph?
I'd say it is, because even though Mary lived only 4 blocks away, it took them 2 hours to get there.
Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? And dance by the light of the moon. Hot dog, oh boy, just like an organ. Gee whiz.
Beautiful.
You know something? If it wasn't me talking, I'd say you were the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
I don't know. Maybe I will. How old are you anyway?
18.
18.
Too young or too old?
No, just right. Your age fits you. Hey, look where we are.
Oh, the old Granville house.
Yeah. I gotta throw a rock.
Oh, no, don't. I love that old place.
What? Well, no, don't you know about deserted houses? You make a wish and then you throw a rock.
Oh, but George, it's such a lovely old place. I wish I lived there.
In there? No way. I wouldn't live there if I was a ghost. Now watch. Oh, watch this. How about it, huh? Pretty good shot, eh? Broke a window.
Oh, what's your wish, George?
Look, not just one wish, a whole hatful, Mary. I'm going to shake the dust off this crummy little town off my feet, and I'm going to see the world. Italy, Greece, the Parthenon, the Colosseum. And then I'm going to come back here and go to college and see what they know, you know? And I'm going to build things. I'm going to build airfields. I'm going to build skyscrapers 100 stories high. I'm going to build bridges a mile long, and then I'm going to... What? You going to throw a rock too? Ooh, hey, that's pretty good. What'd you wish for, Mary?
Oh, no, if I tell you, it may not come true.
Mary, come on. What do you want, huh? You want the moon? All you got to do is say the word.
Okay, the moon. I'll take it. And then what?
Then what? Look. I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down, and then you could swallow it, and it would all dissolve, see? And the moonbeams will shoot out of your fingers and toes, and the ends of your hairs, and the see... am I talking too much?
Yes. Why don't you kiss her instead of choking her to death?
Hey, who's that?
It's Old Man Collins on his front porch.
Oh, you just wasted on the wrong people.
Hey, hold on there. Hey, mister, come back out here and I'll show you some kissing that'll put hair back on your head. You come back out here. Come on.
George!
Hey, Uncle Billy?
George, get in the car quick. Your father's had a stroke.
I'm sorry. I've got to go now.
George's father died that night, Clarence, so of course George couldn't go to Europe. But that fall, just as he was ready to leave for college, the directors of the building and loan held a meeting. They were going to appoint a successor. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to get to my real purpose. I claim this institution is not necessary to this town. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to dissolve the building and loan and turn its assets and liabilities over to the receiver. No, you wait a minute. Peter Bailey was not a businessman. Ideals without common sense can ruin this town. What does that get us? A discontented, lazy rabble instead of a thrifty working class.
Just a minute. Now, hold on. Why you ever started this cheap penny-ante building alone, I'll never know, okay? Mr. Potter, this rabble you're talking about, they do most of the working and paying and living and dying in the community. Well, was it too much to have them work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms, huh? And a bath? Anyways, my father didn't think so. People were human beings to him, but to you, a warped-frustrated old man, they're cattle. Well, in my book, he died a much richer man than you'll ever be.
I'm not interested in your book. I'm talking about the building and loan.
Okay, I know very well what you're talking about. You're talking about something you can't get your fingers on, and it's galling you. That's what you're talking about. This town needs this measly one-horse institution, if only to have some place where people can come without crawling to you, Mr. Potter. Come on, Uncle Billy.
Sentimental hogwash. I want my motion to be voted on.
They're just coming out to the board meeting. I'll have to call you back in a minute. Well, what happened, George? All we heard was a lot of yelling.
Boy, oh boy, I'm going to tell you, you should have heard it, George. You should have heard him.
Yeah, they're voting us down in there.
Oh, you get out of here, George. You missed your boat trip. You want to miss college, too? Don't worry about the board. They're just putting us out of business. So what? I can get another job. I'm only 55.
You're 58.
George, they voted Potter down. We're still in business.
Woo-hoo, we're still in business. We're still in business.
But there's one condition, George.
What?
They've appointed you to take your father's place.
What? Wait. Appoint me? Wait, but I'm going to college. Uncle Billy here, look, like he's your man.
You can keep him on. That's all right.
Well, look. Now, let's get one thing straight. I'm leaving right now, and I'm going to school. This is my last chance.
But, George, you've got to take it. They'll vote with Potter otherwise.
So George didn't go to college.
That's right, Clarence. He gave his college money to his brother Harry, and Harry went instead.
What happened to that good-looking girl? You know, Mary.
Oh, George saw her now and then. Not very often, though, because Mary went away to school, too. Anyway, George waited 4 years more for Harry to come back and take over the building and loan. Then he could still see the world. He planned to work in the oil fields of Venezuela.
Look, there she blows. Say, Uncle Billy, you know what the 3 most wonderful sounds on earth are?
Oh, that's easy. You got breakfast is served, lunch is served, dinner is served.
No. Anchor chains, plane motors, and train whistles. Here's the professor now.
Well, it isn't George Geographic Explorer Bailey. Uncle Billy, you haven't changed a bit.
Oh, nobody ever changes around here. You know that.
Hey, I'm glad to see you.
Hey, say, where's Mother?
She's home cooking the fatted calf. Come on, let's go.
Oh, wait. This is Ruth Dakin.
Ruth Dakin Bailey, if you don't mind.
Huh? Well, I wired you. I had a surprise. Here she is. Meet the wife.
Oh, what do you know? The wife.
How do you do? What am I doing now? Congratulations. Hey, Harry, why didn't you tell somebody? Hey, what's a pretty girl like you doing marrying this 2-headed brother of mine, huh?
Well, I tell you, it's purely mercenary. My father offered him a job.
Oh, he gets you in a job? Oh, Harry's cup runneth over. Come on, Ruth, let's get started and leave the bags for the fellas.
All right.
George, about the job. Ruth spoke out of turn. I never said I'd take it. You've been holding the bag here for 4 years, and, well, I won't let you down.
Look, it's all right, Harry. It's all right.
And that night, the homecoming for Harry became his wedding party. Uncle Billy familiarized himself with the spirits.
Oh boy, I feel so good. I think I could spit in Potter's eye. You know, I think I will. What do you say? Maybe I should just go home, huh? If you could just point me in the right direction.
All right, look, right down there.
That way, huh? Okay, old Bill Ninlone, old pal. We'll see you later. I'm all right. I'm all right.
George?
Yeah, I'm out here on the porch, Mother. I just thought I'd come out and get some air.
Well, how do you like the new sister-in-law?
She's swell.
Looks like she'll keep Harry on his toes.
Yeah, keep him out of Bedford Falls, anyway.
George, do you know that Mary Hatch is back from school?
Yeah.
Nice girl, Mary. Oh, stop grumbling. Give me one good reason you shouldn't call on Mary.
Well, Sam Wainwright. Sam's crazy about her.
Well, she's not crazy about him.
Well, now, how do you know that, huh? Did she discuss it with you?
Besides, Sam is away in New York, and you're here in Bedford Falls.
And all's fair in love and war.
I don't know about war.
All right, Mother. Look, I think I'll go out and find the girl and do a little passionate kissing.
Oh, George!
Bye, Mrs. Bailey. Look, by the way, do you want any books from the library?
The library? Yeah. George, you go and see Mary, you hear?
Hello, George.
Hey, hello, Mary. I just happened to be passing by.
Well, your mother just phoned and said you were on your way over to pay me a visit.
What? Hey, my mother called you? Well, how does she know that?
Well,
look, I didn't tell anybody. I just went for a walk and happened to be passing by. What are you, I just went for a walk, that's all. When'd you get back?
Tuesday. Would you like to come in?
Well, I guess, since I'm here. Oh, wow. Say, where'd you get that dress?
Do you like it?
Yeah. It's all right. I thought you'd go back to New York with Sam and Francie and the rest of them.
Oh, I worked there a couple of vacations, but I don't know. I guess I was homesick.
Homesick? For Bedford Falls?
Yes, and my family and everything. Would you like to sit down?
Oh, all right, just for a minute. I just still can't understand it, though. You know, I didn't tell anybody I was coming here.
Would you rather leave?
Oh, no, I don't want to be rude.
Well, it was nice about Harry and Ruth, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's all right.
Don't you like her?
Oh, of course I like her. She's a peach.
Oh, it's just marriage in general you're not enthusiastic about, huh?
Oh, no, marriage is okay for Harry and Sam Wainwright and you.
Mary, who's down there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
George Bailey? What does he want?
I don't know. What do you want, George?
Me? Not a thing. I just came in to get warm.
He's trying to kiss me, Mother.
You tell him to go right back home, and don't you leave the house. Sam Wainwright promised to call from New York tonight, didn't he?
Look, your mother needed, look, you know, I didn't come here for...
Well, what did you come here for?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. You're supposed to be the one who has all the answers. You tell me.
Oh, why don't you go home?
Okay, then that's where I'm going. I don't know why I came in here in the first place.
Mary, the telephone. It's Sam.
I'll get it. Hello, Sam. How are you?
Oh, great. Gee, it's good to hear your voice again.
Oh, that's awfully sweet of you, Sam. There's an old friend of yours here, George Bailey.
You mean old Mossback George?
Yes, old Mossback George.
Oh, hee-haw, put him on.
Wait a minute, I'll call him. George!
He doesn't want to speak to George, you idiot.
He does so. He asked for him. George, Sam wants to speak to you.
Hello, Sam.
Hey, a fine pal you are. What are you trying to do? Steal my girl?
What do you mean? Nobody's trying to steal your girl.
No, wait a minute. Listen, I want to talk to both of you. Tell Mary to get on the extension.
Mother's on the extension. We can both hear you, George. Just put your head a little closer.
Okay.
There, that's better. We're listening, Sam.
Look, I have a big deal coming up that's going to make us all rich. George, you remember that night at Martini's bar when you told me about making plastics out of soybeans?
Soybeans. Yeah.
Yeah, well, my father's checked into it, George, see, and now he's going to build a factory outside of Rochester. How do you like that?
Oh, Rochester? Well, why Rochester?
Well, why not? Can you think of anything better?
Oh, I don't know. Why not right here in Bedford Falls, huh? You remember that old Tool and Machinery Works? You tell your father you can get that for a song, and all the labor he wants too. Half the town was thrown out of work when they closed down.
Well, that's so, huh? Well, I'll tell him. Hey, that sounds great. Oh, baby, I knew you'd come through. Now, here's the point, George. I may have a job for you, that is, unless you're still married to that old broken-down building alone. Oh, Mary?
I'm here.
You tell that guy I'm giving him a chance of a lifetime, you hear?
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
Give me that phone. Look. Now, you listen to me, Mary. Look, I don't want any plastics. I don't want any job. I don't want to get married ever to anyone. You understand that? Look, I want to do what I want to do, and you're not going to... Mary.
George.
Oh, Mary. I love you.
Oh, George, I love you too.
We'll return to WBFR Playhouse of the Air's presentation of It's a Wonderful Life in just a few moments. But first, gentlemen, does your hair resemble a dried out bird's nest of dander flakes? Do you plaster your hair down like a cheap Romeo smelling to high heaven?
P-U-Y-C.
When girls get a gander at the tip top of your noggin, do they go,
Ew.
well, here's the friendly hint that just may help you out in the romance department. Starting tomorrow, why not try Brimble Hair Tonic? Yes, sirree, you'll be heading for success with Brimble Groomed Hair. A success with the gals and on the job. Brimble always keeps hair looking mighty attractive, always in place, a real sex appealer. Brimble Hair Tonic does a lot more than keep your hair handsome looking.
Brimble the Swank Hair Tonic makes your filthy bird's nest clean. A little dab will do ya, all the pretty gals will scream. Not only will dames love it, your barber will shout out with glee. Brimble the Swank Hair Tonic, your dandruff will be history.
Buy some Brimble today, your hair will thank you. And now back to It's a Wonderful Life.
George and Mary were married, and following the wedding and reception, George, old pal Ernie, the cab driver, drove the happy couple to the train station.
Hey, where's you two going on this here now honeymoon?
Hey, we're going to shoot the works, Ernie. A whole week in New York, a whole week in Bermuda. The highest hotels, the oldest champagne, the richest caviar, the hottest music, and the prettiest wife.
Here's the kitty, Ernie, $2,000. I feel like a bootlegger's wife.
So you're finally going to get out of Bedford Falls, huh? Then what?
Then what, honey?
Oh, after that, who cares?
That does it. Hey, Mrs. Bailey, I haven't kissed you since...
Hey, George, there's something funny going on over there. Look over there at the bank. It looks like a run.
Hey, pull over a minute, okay? Will you, Ernie?
George, let's not stop. Please, let's go straight to the station.
Okay, now wait a minute. I better see what it is. I'll be right back.
George, please, George.
Hey, what is this? Uncle Billy, a holiday? Why are the doors locked? There's a crowd out front.
This is a pickle, George.
All right now. Okay, what happened?
All I know is the bank called our loan, and I had to hand out all our cash.
What? All of it?
Every last cent of it.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, and then I got scared, George, and I just closed the doors.
Our charter says we need to stay open until 6 o'clock or we'll lose our license. Well, just open the doors, okay? Let them in.
Hey, George.
Look. Just remember, look. Just remember that this thing isn't as black as it seems, huh?
Well, what about our money, George? Where's our money?
Look, now, please, wait a minute. Listen to me. You're thinking of this place all wrong. The money's not here. Hey, now, wait a minute. Let me tell you. Your money is in people's business, okay? In people's houses. In the Kennedy house, in the McLaren house, and in your house. And 100 others. Now, what are you going to do? Foreclose on them?
Look, I got $242 in here, and $242 isn't going to break anybody.
Okay, all right, Charlie, all right now. Now, you'll get your money in 60 days.
In 60 days?
Yeah, well, no. That's what you all agreed to, remember? When you bought your shares?
I got my money. Old man Potter's taking over the bank. He'll pay you 50 cents on every dollar.
No, wait a minute, please, folks, look. Please, don't leave, look. I beg of you not to do this. If Potter gets a hold of your shares, he'll be owning this building alone. Now he's got the bank, he's got the bus line, he's got the department stores, and now he's after us because he wants to keep you living in his shacks and paying the kind of rent he decides to charge. Now we can get through this. Look, we can get through this all right. We've got to stick together. We've got to have faith in each other.
My husband's out of work. We need money.
I got doctor bills to pay.
Can't feed my kids with that.
How much do you need? We still got some money. We've got $2,000 from the wedding.
Oh, hey, Mary, I got $2,000 here. That'll tide us over until the bank reopens. All right, Charlie, how much do you need?
$242.
Charlie, look, just enough to tide you over.
I'll take $242.
Okay, Uncle Billy, give Charlie $242. Okay, all right, and now, how much just to get you by?
$20, I suppose?
Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Now, Mrs. Thompson, how about you?
But it's your own money, George.
No, never mind that. How much do you want, Mrs. Thompson?
Could I have $17.50?
Oh, 17. Bless your heart. Of course you can have it. Uncle Billy, give her $17.50. Pay it back when you can. No. Pay it back when you can. All right. Who's next? Come on.
Come on, we ain't back.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Look at the clock. Look.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 6 o'clock. We made it. Oh, lock that door, Uncle Billy. Oh. Boy, we're still in business, and we even got $2 left.
Billy Brothers building in... Yeah, just a minute. Hold on. George, there's a call for you.
Oh, look, will you get my wife on the phone? She's probably over at her mother's.
Mrs. Bailey is on the phone.
Oh, look, I don't want to talk to Mrs. Bailey. I want my wife. Mrs. Bailey. That's my wife. Hey, Mary. Hey, hello. Yeah? Listen, dear. I'm sorry. What? Come home? What home? 320 Sycamore. Well, what? Whose home is that? What? The Waldorf Hotel, huh?
It doesn't look like the Waldorf.
Oh, no. Number 320 Sycamore was the old Granville house, the one George and Mary threw rocks at and made wishes. Mary had prepared the house, including a turkey dinner, romantic decorations, and even a marriage bed.
Welcome home, Mr. Bailey.
Well, I'll be.
Remember the night we broke the windows in this old place? This is what I wished for.
Darling, you're wonderful.
Yes, sir. That's where they spent their honeymoon. That's where they started their lives together. Mary made the leaky old house a home, while George toiled away at the building and loan office, providing houses for people like Giuseppe Martini.
Hey, Martini, you renting a new house?
Rita, you hear that, Mr. Bailey? I own this house. Me, Giuseppe Martini, I own my own house. No more we living like pigs in Potter's field.
We have something for you and your family, Mr. Martini. George and I bring something for all the new owners.
For the Martinis? Maria, come quick. Our first housewarming gifts. Bring the kids.
Bread, so that this house may never know hunger. Salt, that life may always have flavor.
And wine, that the joy and prosperity may reign forever. Enter the Martini's castle.
Bailey houses were popping up all over the place, mostly owned by people who used to live in Potter's Field. And Potter had just about enough of that. After a couple of years, old man Potter decided to call our George into his office. Sit down, George. Sit down. Have a cigar.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you're a young man, 27, 28, married, making, say, 40 a week?
45.
45.
Okay, what's your point, Mr. Potter?
My point is you're the only man in town who's licked me. I want to hire you. Manage my affairs. I'll start you out at $20,000 a year.
$20,000? $20,000 a year? Well, are you sure you're talking to me? Huh? I'm George Bailey. Don't you remember? The building and loan, remember?
Yes, George Bailey, whose ship has just come in, provided he has brains enough to climb aboard.
Oh, well, what about the building and loan?
Oh, confound it, man. I'm offering you a 3-year contract at $20,000 a year. Is it a deal, or isn't it?
No. The answer is no. Doggone it! You sit around here and you spin your little webs and you think the whole world revolves around you and your money. Well, it doesn't, Mr. Potter. In the whole vast configuration of things, I'd say you are nothing but a scurvy little spider.
What did Mr. Potter want, George?
Nothing. Just talk, nothing. Gee, Mary Hatch, why in the world would you ever marry a guy like me anyway?
To keep from being an old maid?
Oh, I was gonna see the world. I was gonna build things. I was gonna give you the moon. What have I given you, huh? What have I given you? Not even a new dress, not for months. You could have married Sam Wainwright, anybody else in town.
I didn't want to marry anybody else in town. I want my baby to look like you.
You didn't even have a honeymoon. I promised you that you what? What? You what?
My baby?
You mean, what? Mary, you're on the nest?
George Bailey Lasso Stork.
Well, Mary had her baby, a boy.
Oh, you don't say.
Then she had a girl.
Well, what do you know?
Night after night, George would come home late from the office. Things weren't good with the building and loan. Potter was really bearing down hard. Then came the war. Mary had another baby by then, but still had time to run the USO. Gower and Uncle Billy sold war bonds. Violet entertained the troops. Bert the cop was wounded in North Africa, got the Silver Star. Ernie the taxi driver parachuted into France. Harry Bailey topped them all. A Navy flyer, he shot down 15 planes. 2 of them as they were about to crash into a transport full of soldiers.
Yes, but George, what about George?
George, 4F, on account of his ear. George fought the Battle of Bedford Falls. Air Raid Warden, paper drives, scrap drives, rubber drives. On VE Day, he wept and prayed. VJ Day, he wept and prayed again.
We are getting pretty close to today, aren't we, sir?
Oh, yes, Clarence. You now know almost everything you have to know about George Bailey, except what happened that finds him down there at this moment wanting to die.
Well, sir, well.
Well, today's the day before Christmas, and Billy is at the bank to make a deposit when he ran into Old Man Potter.
Well, Mr. Henry F. Potter. Come to the bank to deposit some more loot, huh?
Sure, you old fool.
Hey, how do you like the news in the paper, Mr. Potter? Harry Bailey wins Congressional Medal of Honor. Just can't keep them Bailey boys down, huh?
Let me see that
Here
newspaper.
you go. Sorry I can't stay and chat, you old thief. You gotta go make a deposit.
Good morning, Mr. Bailey.
Good morning, Horace. Here you are, deposit slip, bank book, and a very Merry Christmas to you.
Well, you too, Mr. Bailey. Say you've forgotten something, haven't you?
What's that?
You want to make a deposit?
Well, certainly.
Well, it's usually customary to bring the money with you.
Money, it's gone. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put that money?
A terrible thing, Clarence. Terrible. Uncle Billy couldn't find the money because the envelope with the $8,000 was folded up in that newspaper he gave to Old Man Potter. At the same time as Billy started looking for the deposit, Violet came to visit George at the building and loan.
Hello, Vi.
I suppose you're getting things ready for the big party tonight.
You know you're invited. What's wrong?
You see right through me, don't you?
How much do you need?
I hate doing this to you, George, but I won't be asking for any more after this.
What are you planning on, robbing a bank, Vi?
I'm going to Manhattan.
Hey, what's in Manhattan?
Why, everything's in Manhattan. Well, a new start at least.
Well, that's a big step, Vi. Hey, what's the matter with starting a new life right here in Bedford Falls, huh?
Well, I'll be. Never thought I'd hear that from you, George Bailey. I thought you hated this place.
I did, but this town has a charm of its own.
Well, maybe you should start giving tours.
Yeah, well, maybe I will, huh? Look, I'm just thinking of you, Violet. Manhattan's a big place to take on your own.
I've made a decision, George. There's a train leaving at midnight, and I'm going to be on it.
Well, it takes a lot of character to leave your hometown and start all over again, okay? Look here. Here's some dough.
No, George,
look,
don't.
Look, what do you want to do? Hawk your furs and that hat? Want to walk to New York? You know they charge for mills and rent up there just the same as they do in Bedford Falls.
Sure, but...
Look, it's a loan. Okay? That's my business, building a loan. Besides, you'll get a job. Hey, good luck to you.
I'm glad I know you, George Bailey.
Say hello to New York for me, okay?
Merry Christmas, George.
George!
Hey, wait, Uncle Billy, what's going on? The bank examiner's coming today, and...
Today?
Yeah, and he wants it counts payable. Hey, what's the matter with
money. The $8,000.
Wait, Uncle Billy, look, what happened to it?
I don't know. I was going to the bank to deposit it, and when I got there, I didn't have it anymore.
$8,000? Uncle Billy, the bank examiner's in town. It's not our money. It belongs to the depositors.
I'm so sorry, George. I just don't know what happened.
Okay, look. The first place you look is in your coat pocket. I told you to put it in there when you left.
I'm no good to you, George. I'm just no good.
Okay, look, let's go. Let's go then. We have to retrace your steps so we'll leave no stone unturned, all right?
George and Billy went looking for the deposit all over town and ended up at Billy's house.
Uncle Billy, look, we've got to find that money.
I'm no good to you, George.
Look, do you have any secret hiding place here in the house?
I've gone over the whole house, even the rooms that have been locked up since I lost your Aunt Laura.
Listen to me, think.
I can't think anymore, George. It hurts.
Where's that money, you stupid, silly old fool? Do you realize what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal and prison. One of us is going to jail, and it's not going to be me.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Daddy. Daddy, did you bring the wreath?
Oh, what wreath?
Well, the Merry Christmas wreath for the window.
I left it at the office.
Is it snowing?
It just started.
Well, where's your coat and hat?
I don't know. I left them at the office.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing's the matter. Everything's all right.
Isn't it wonderful about Harry? We're famous, George. I bet I had 50 calls today about the parade, the banquet. Your mother's so excited.
Must she keep playing that?
I have to practice for the party tonight, Daddy.
Mommy says we can stay up until midnight and sing Christmas carols.
Can you sing, Daddy?
You better hurry and shave, George. The families will be here soon.
Wait, families? I don't want families coming over here tonight.
Excuse me.
Have a hectic day.
Oh, yeah, another big red letter day for the Baileys.
Daddy, the Browns next door have a new car. You should see it.
Well, hey, what's the matter with our car? Isn't it good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy.
Excuse me.
Hey, excuse you for what?
I burped.
All right, darling, you're excused. Now go upstairs and see what little Zuzu wants.
Hey, what's the matter with Zuzu?
Oh, she got a cold. Caught her coming home from school today. They gave her a flower for a prize, and she didn't want to crush it, so she didn't button her coat.
What is it, a sore throat?
Well, the doctor says it's nothing serious.
What? Hey, the doctor was here?
I called him right away.
Look, is she running a temperature?
Just a teensy one.
God, it's this old house. You know that? I don't know why we don't all have pneumonia. This drafty old barn might as well be living in a refrigerator. Why do we have to live here in the first place and stay around this measly, crummy old town?
George, what's wrong?
Everything's wrong. You call this a happy family, huh? Why do we have to have all these kids?
Dad, how do you spell frankincense?
I don't know. Ask your mother.
Where are you going?
Up to see Zuzu.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, what happened to you?
I want a flower.
Come back here. Wait, where do you think you're going?
I want to give my flower a drink.
Come on. Here, give Daddy the flower. I'll give it a drink.
Look, Daddy. Some of the petals came off.
Oh, shh.
Pasted.
Okay, look, all right. Now, look, I'll paste this together. Look. There it is. Good as new.
Give the flower a drink.
Oh, no, shh. Will you do something for me?
What?
Will you try to get some sleep?
I'm not sleepy. I want to look at my flower.
I know. You just gotta get some sleep, okay? And then you can dream about it, and it'll be a whole garden.
It will?
Telephone! I'll get it. Hello? Yes, this is Mrs. Bailey. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Welch. The doctor says she'll be out of bed in time for her Christmas dinner.
Hey, is that Zuzu's teacher?
Yes.
Well, let me speak to her. Hello, Mrs. Welch? This is George Bailey. Say, what kind of teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sitting here at home like that half naked?
George!
Is this the sort of thing we pay taxes for? To have teachers like you? Silly, stupid, careless people who send our kids home without any clothes on? Hey, that's stupid.
Hello, Mrs. Welch. I want to apologize. Hello? She hung up.
I'll hang her up.
Now, who do you think you are?
Wait a minute. Hello? Who is this? Okay, Mr. Welch. Okay, that's fine, Mr. Welch. Gives me a chance to tell you what I really think of your wife.
George!
Look, Mary, will you let me handle this? Hello? Hey, will you, huh? Okay, Mr. Welch. Anytime you think you're man enough, hey, hello?
Daddy, how do you spell hallelujah?
What do you think I am, a dictionary, huh? Danny, haven't you learned that silly tune yet? You've played it over and over again. Now stop it! Stop it!
George, what are you doing?
I'm sorry. Mary, Janie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... Go on and practice, okay? Pete, I owe you an apology, too. I'm sorry. What do you want to know?
Nothing, Daddy.
Look, what's the matter with everybody? Go on. Janie, go on. I told you to practice. Now go on and play.
Oh, Daddy! George, why must you torture the children?
Mary.
Why don't you...
Mary.
Where's Daddy going?
Bedford 247, please.
Is Daddy in trouble?
Yes, Pete.
Shall I pray for him?
Yes, Janie, pray very hard.
Me too.
You too, Tommy. Hello, Uncle Billy?
So that's it, George. You're short $8,000 in the books, eh?
Please, Mr. Potter. I'll pay any sort of interest you want. If you still want the building alone, it's yours.
You say you lost it. Did you notify the police?
No, sir, I haven't done that yet. Harry's homecoming's tomorrow.
Why did you come to me? What about your good friend Sam Wainwright?
I can't get a hold of him. He's in Europe.
What kind of security would I have, George? What collateral?
I have some life insurance, a $15,000 policy.
How much is your equity in it?
$500.
You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. What are you but a warped, frustrated young man? Why don't you go to the riffraff you love so much and ask them for help?
Look, I'll do anything, Mr. Potter, anything. Please help me. My wife and kids.
You know what I'm going to do for you? I'm calling the state examiner to get a warrant for your arrest.
Mr. Potter, please, look, you can't. They can't arrest me. Come on.
You're worth more dead than alive. Go on, run. You can't hide in a little town like this. Merry Christmas, George.
And now, more from our sponsors. Are you guilty of careless driving because windshield bug spots dulled your vision?
Yes, I'm guilty.
Well, stop straining to see through bug-splattered windshields. Duck's toilet cakes get to squash bugs off quickly, easily, yes, even when the sun has baked them in the glass.
Remember, you need clear vision as well as good brakes to avoid accidents. You'll find Duck's toilet cake leaves the glass polished so crystal clear, you hardly know it's there.
I feel so much safer after I clean my windshield with Duck's toilet cake. It leaves no dangerous oily film to pick up dust that might make night driving difficult.
Duck's toilet cake, the soap of 100 uses.
You better wash high, you better wash low. Behind your ears too, I'm telling you so. Duck's toilet cake is cleaning up town. It washes up cars, it washes up bars, and out in LA it washes up stars. Duck's toilet cake is cleaning up town. It's found in every bathroom from sea to shining sea. It's used by our dear president, and it's used by you and me. You better wash high, you better wash low. Behind your ears too, I'm telling you so. Duck's toilet cake is cleaning up town.
Buy a cake of Duck's toilet soap today and keep it in your car. And now, the dramatic conclusion of It's a Wonderful Life.
Merry Christmas, glad you come.
Hey, how about some of that good biscotti?
Oh, we got everything.
Where is George, sir? Where?
After running out of Potter's office, George ended up at Martini's bar. He's had a couple of drinks, Clarence. He's just sitting there.
Well, what's he saying? Where is he? Who's he?
Shh. God, dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there, if you can hear me, show me the way. I'm at the end of my rope. Show me the way, God.
Are you right, George? You want somebody to take you home? Why are you drinking so much, my friend? You don't feel so good. Please go home, Mr. Bailey.
Bailey? You say Bailey? Which Bailey?
This is a gentleman. This gentleman is Mr. Bailey, George Bailey.
George Bailey, huh? Oh. And the next time you talk to my wife like that, you'll get worse. It isn't enough she slaves teaching your stupid kids how to read and write.
You have to ball her
You
out.
get out of here, Mr. Welch. You hit my best friend. You get out.
All right, all right.
Oh, Mr. Bailey, you okay?
Who was that?
Mr. Welch, but don't you worry. He don't come in this place no more. I'll get something for your face. It's bleeding.
Oh, I'm all right.
No, please don't go away, Mr.
No,
Bailey.
leave me alone.
Please don't.
Just leave me alone.
George is headed to the bridge now, Clarence. Can you see him?
Hey, looks like he's gonna jump.
It's time, Clarence.
Excuse me there, have you got the time?
Yeah, my watch is dead.
Well, thanks just the same.
Hey, wait. Hold it, mister. I'm coming.
Well, say, are you all right? You need a doctor?
No, I'm all right.
Oh, no, I'm fine. This underwear, I didn't have time to get anything stylish. My wife gave me this on my last birthday. I passed away in it, you know.
Passed away.
Oh, I see Tom Sawyer's drying out, too.
Who?
My book. I left in such a hurry, I brought Tom Sawyer with me. Hey, you should read the new book Mark Twain's working on.
Well, how'd you happen to fall in?
Oh, I jumped in. I jumped in to save you.
You jumped in to save me.
Well, I did, didn't I? You didn't go through with it, did you?
Go through with what?
Suicide.
It's against the law to commit suicide around here.
Against the law where I come from, too.
Where do you come from?
Heaven.
What?
Yeah, I died quickly. That's why I jumped in. I knew if I were drowning, you'd try to save me, and you see you did. And that's how I saved you.
Oh, that's very funny.
Hey, your lips bleeding there, George.
I got a bust in the jaw in answer to a prayer.
Oh, no, George. I'm the answer to your prayer.
Well, how do you know my name?
Oh, I know all about you. Watched you grow up from a little boy.
Well, what are you, a mind reader or something? Well, look, who are you then?
Well, I'm Clarence Oddbody. AS2.
Oddbody, AS2. Well, what's that AS2?
That's Angel, second class.
Hey, I'm getting out of here. You may not need a doctor, but I sure do.
Well, cheerio, my good man.
Hey, look here, look. Oh, why do you want to save me?
Because I'm your guardian angel.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
It's ridiculous of you to think of killing yourself for money. $8,000.
Yeah. Just things like that. Now, how do you know that?
I told you, I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
Well, you look about the kind of angel I'd get. Sort of a fallen angel, aren't you? Oh, what happened to your wings?
I haven't won my wings yet. That's why I'm an angel second class.
Oh, I see.
But you can help me earn them, George, by letting me help you.
Well, you don't happen to have $8,000 on you, do you?
Oh, no, we don't use money in heaven.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting. Comes in pretty handy down here, Bob. Look, I found it out late, but I'm more worth dead than alive.
Oh, now look, you mustn't say things like that. I won't give my wings with that kind of attitude. You just don't know all that you've done. Why, if it hadn't been for you...
Yeah, exactly. If it hadn't been for me, everybody'd be better off.
What?
My wife, my kids, and my friends.
This is not going to be easy.
Well, they'd all be better off if I hadn't been born.
What'd you say?
I said I wish I hadn't been born.
Oh, why, George, that's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yeah, the idea you just gave me. Oh, well, you got your wish. You've never been born.
Never been born.
Exactly. No worries, no $8,000 to get, nothing. You simply just don't exist.
Hey, wait a minute. This ear of mine, say something else.
Oh,
in the
you
ear.
don't have a bad ear anymore. Don't you see? You're not the George Bailey you think you are. You're nobody.
Oh, that's a doggonest thing.
Hey, your lips stopped bleeding too, George.
Hey, well, what do you know about that? Hey, what happened? I need a drink. That's what I need. Well, what about you, Angel? Do you want a drink?
Oh, well, I don't know.
Come on. We'll go as soon as our clothes dry.
Well, our clothes are dry.
Hey, so they are. That's funny. That stove's hotter than I thought. Look. Well, let's look. Let's get dressed, and we'll stroll over to Martini's, and then... Oh, yeah, that's right. Excuse me, I'll stroll, and you'll fly.
Well, I can. I haven't got my wings yet.
Oh, that's right. You haven't got your rings. That's right. A couple of drinks, and we'll both fly. What does this say? Hey, there's a place to sit down. Sit down. Hey, Nick, Clarence, welcome to the best bar in Bedford Falls.
Bedford Falls? Don't you mean Pottersville?
Pottersville. Hey, where's Martini?
Look, I'm the boss. You want a drink or don't you?
Okay, all right. Double bourbon, quick, huh?
Okay. What's yours, bub?
I was just thinking about a mulled wine.
Huh?
Heavy on the cinnamon, light on the clothes. Off with you, lad, and lively now.
Hey, look, mister. We serve hard drinks in here for men who want to get drunk fast. We don't need any characters around here to give the place atmosphere.
Now, come on here. Just give him the same as I order. He's okay.
2 double bourbon.
Yeah, well, what about this place? It's all changed.
All of Bedford Falls has changed, George. You're having your wish. You've never been born. Oh, there'll be lots of things you've never seen before. Oh, goody, somebody just made it.
Made what?
Well, every time you hear a bell ring, that means some angel's just got his wings.
What did you say?
Look, Clarence, look. Shh, I don't think you better talk about angels around here.
Why don't they believe in angels?
They believe in them, but you know, it's just that...
Well, why should they be surprised when they see one then?
Huh?
Hey, cool, look, don't mind him, Nick. He just never grew up. How old are you anyway, Clarence?
You see, 293 next May.
That does it. Out of here, you 2 pixies. Through the door, out the window. Go on, get out, get.
Look, where's Martini? Will you tell him that I'm...
Stop talking about Martini. He ain't here. Well. Look who crawled out from under whatever hole he's been hiding in.
Hey, it's Mr. Gower.
Hey, you rummy. Didn't I tell you never to come in panhandling around here?
Hey, George, look.
Hey, Mr. Gower, look. This is George Bailey. Don't you know me?
Will you buy me a drink, mister? Just one drink, mister.
Binky, throw the rummy out. You got it.
Oh, no, please.
Hey, Nick, isn't that Mr. Gower the drunkest?
That rumhead spent 20 years in jail for poisoning some kid. If you know him, you must be a jailbird yourself. Binky, here's 2 more. Get them out of here. You got it, boss.
Here, let me help you up. The snow's quite cold.
Oh, what's wrong with Mr. Gower?
Mr. Gower doesn't know you, George. You see, George, you weren't there to stop Gower from putting that poison into that prescription.
Well, what do you mean I wasn't there? Well, what are you, a hypnotist? Why am I seeing all these strange things here?
Don't you understand? It's because you were never born.
Then if I wasn't born, who am I?
You're nobody. You have no identity.
Well, what do you mean I have no identity? My name is George Bailey.
There is no George Bailey. You have no papers, no cards, no driver's license, no 4F card, no insurance policy.
Hey, Susie's petals.
What?
Well, Susie's petals, my little girl. Some petals fell off her flower. I told her I'd fix it and stuck them in my pocket, but they're gone. Everything's gone.
But you've been given a wonderful gift, George. The chance to see what the world would be like if you'd never been born.
Look, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy as a bed bug. You're driving me crazy too. Now look, I'm going home to my wife and family. Do you understand that? And I'm going home alone. Hey, taxi, Ernie, take me home. I'm going off my nut.
Yeah, where do you live?
Oh, no, doggone it, Ernie. Don't you start pulling that stuff. You know where I live. 320 Sycamore. Now hurry up.
Okay, 320 Sycamore.
Yeah. Hurry up. Susie's sick.
Yeah, all right.
Look here, Ernie. Straighten me out here. I think I've got some bad liquor or something. Listen to me now. You're Ernie Bishop, right? And you live in Bailey Park with your wife and kid. That's right, isn't it?
Hey, you seen my wife?
Seen your wife? Come on, I've been to your house 100 times.
Hey, look, bud, what's the idea? I live in a shack in Potter's Field with my wife, and my wife ran away 3 years ago and took the kid, and I ain't never seen you before in my life.
Okay. Just step on it. Just get me home.
Well, is this the place?
Of course it's the place.
Well, this house hasn't been lived in for 20 years.
Mary? I'm home. Pete, Tommy, Janie, Susie, where are you?
They're not here, George. You don't have any children.
Where are they, Clarence? What have you done with them?
All right, put up your hands.
Hey, what is this?
No fast moves. Come out of there, both of you.
Bert, thank heavens you're here. Bert, what happened to this house? Where's Mary? Where's my wife? Where's my kids?
Hey, watch him, Bert. Watch him.
Come on. I'm going to take you down to the station.
Look, Bert, now listen to me. It's that fellow there. He says he's an angel. He's trying to hypnotize me.
Don't make me use my nightstick.
Look, Bert, I hate to do this, but...
Run, George! Run!
Ma's Bailey's boarding house.
Well?
Mother,
what do you want?
Mother, look, this is George. I thought sure you'd remember me.
George who? If you're looking for a room, there's no vacancy.
Oh, Mother, please, look, try to understand. Something's happened to me. I don't know what it is, but I need a place to stay. Please let me stay here.
I don't take in strangers.
Look, I'm not a stranger. Look, I know everybody you know. Your brother-in-law, Uncle Billy.
You know him?
Yes, well, sure I do.
When did you see him last?
Today. Come on over at his house.
That's a lie. He's been in the insane asylum ever since he lost his business. And if you ask me, that's where you belong.
I'm here again, George.
My mother. My own mother. She doesn't even know me.
It's strange, isn't it? One man's life touches so many others, and when he isn't around, he leaves a pretty big hole, doesn't he?
No, look, you. I've heard of things like this before. You've got me under some kind of spell. Well, I'm not gonna do this. I'm getting out of it. I've got to. Now, let me think. Hey, wait. Bailey Park.
There is no Bailey Park if you weren't there to build it.
Okay, yeah, we'll see.
This is Bailey Park? People live here? It's pretty grim.
This is where Bailey Park is supposed to be. What's this gravestone doing here? And why is the name Bailey on it?
Oh, it wouldn't be yours.
Well, my father's name is on it, but what's the other name? Why is my brother Harry's name here?
Your brother Harry broke through the ice and drowned at the age of 9.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Harry Bailey went to war. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died. Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry. You see, George, you really had a wonderful life. Don't you see what a mistake it would be to throw it away?
What do I do? Clarence. What do I do?
It's your life, George.
Wait. Oh, what happened to Mary, George?
Mary?
Well, my wife, Mary. What happened to her if I was never born?
I'm not supposed to tell you, George.
Look, I don't know how you know the things you do, but please, if you know where she is, just let me see her. That's all I need to make a decision.
Oh, very well, George, but you're not going to like it.
Where is she, Clarence?
She's an old maid, George.
Where is she?
She's just about to close up the library. Oh, there must be some easier way to earn my wings.
Mary.
How do you know my name?
Mary, all I need is a couple of minutes.
The library's closed.
Look, please, just 2 minutes. That's all I need. I'll do anything.
Well, what are you, some crazy man?
No.
Stop it. I'm leaving.
No, don't you know me, Mary? Look, it's me. Just let me touch
Get your hands off me. I'll call a cop.
No, don't you know me?
I told you I don't know you.
Mary, it's George.
Let me
don't
go.
You know me? No, Mary, please.
Officer.
Don't do this to me, Mary, please.
Let me
now,
go.
Where are our kids, huh? Our kids.
What?
I need you, Mary. Mary, help me, Mary.
Get away from me.
No,
Help.
Mary, look, it's George. Please, Mary, look. You're my wife. Oh, Clarence. Where are you? Help me, Clarence. Give me. I don't care what happens to me, only give me back to my wife and kids. Help me, Clarence, please help me. I want to live again. Please. Oh God. Let me live again.
George, is that you, George?
Oh, no. Get out of here, Bert. Get out of here. You come any closer and I'll hit you again.
What in Sam Hill are you yelling for, George?
Come on, let me, George. Bert, do you know me?
Know you?
Yeah.
I've been looking all over town for you. Where you been?
Hey, Bert, I'm alive again, Bert.
You sure you're all right? Hey, your mouth's bleeding.
Yes, it is. Hey, look. Hey, my mouth's bleeding. Bert, look at the blood. Look at the blood coming out there. Susie's petals. Look, Susie's petals. There they are. What do you know about that? Merry Christmas, Bert.
Well, Merry Christmas to you. Get in the car. I'll drive you home.
Oh, you will, Bert? Oh, we'll do that and turn the siren wide open. Woo! Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls. Hey, Merry Christmas, you wonderful old building and loan. Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter. Yippee! Hey, Mary. I'm home. Have you seen my wife? Have you? Hey, what is this? These people, these reporters. Hey, Merry Christmas, reporters.
Mr. Bailey, there's a deficit here.
I know. Hey, $8,000, I bet, huh?
George, I've got a little paper here.
Hey, I bet it's a warrant for my arrest, isn't it? Hey, isn't it wonderful? Merry Christmas. Woo! Hey, where's Mary? You know? Look at this wonderful drafty house. Isn't it wonderful? Where's Mary?
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas!
Oh, kids. Hey, Pete, Tommy, Janie, I could eat you up. Hey, where's your mother?
She went looking for you with Uncle Billy.
Daddy!
Oh, hey, Zuzu. Hey, my little ginger snap. How do you feel?
fine, Daddy. Not a smidge of temperature.
Oh, not a smidge. Hallelujah.
George, darling.
It's Mommy. Mommy's home.
Mary.
George, where have you been? Oh, George.
Oh, Mary.
George.
Just let me touch you. Oh, you're real. You have no idea what's happened.
You have no idea what's happened either. Come on, George, quick. They're on their way.
Who's on their way, huh? The police department, the FBI, the National Guard. I'm alive again. Mary, listen, I'm alive again.
Come
Mary.
in here now. Now, you stand right over here by the tree. Right here, and don't move. Don't move. I hear them now, George. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Come in. Uncle Billy, everybody in
Well,
here.
isn't it wonderful? Mary did it, George. Mary did it. She told a few people you were in trouble, and they scattered all over town collecting money. Didn't ask any questions either. Just said, if George Bailey's in trouble, you can count on me, and you never saw anything like it. What is this, George? Another run on the bank? Here you are. Merry Christmas.
Okay, the line forms to the right. Mr. Gallo, Merry Christmas. Mr. Martini, step right up now. I busted the jukebox, too.
Mr. Gower.
I made my rounds on my charge account.
Hey, Violet Dick.
I decided not to go to New York, George. I changed my mind.
I wouldn't have a roof over my head if it wasn't for you, George Bailey. Here you go, $242.
I got this money I've been saving up for a divorce if and I ever get to husband.
Merry Christmas, George.
Merry Christmas, Mother.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, just a minute. Quiet, everybody. Quiet. A telegram from London.
London?
Mr. Gower cables, you need cash. Stop. My office instructed to advance you up to $25,000. Stop. Hee haw and Merry Christmas, Sam Wainwright. Hello, George. How are you?
Harry.
Hey, Mary. Looks like I got here a little too late.
Mary, I got him from the airport as quickly as I could. The fool flew all the way up here in a blizzard.
Harry, how about your banquet in Washington?
Oh, I left right in the middle of it as soon as I got Mary's telegram.
How about some wine?
Oh, good idea. A toast to my big brother George, the richest man in town.
Forgot and
What's this book, George?
Tom Sawyer.
Look, there's an inscription.
George, remember, no man is a failure who has friends. Thanks for the wings. Love, Clarence.
What's that?
That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Look, Daddy. Teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
That's right. Attaboy, Clarence.
Of It's a Wonderful Life. WBFR Playhouse is brought to you this and every week by Rimmel Hair Tonic and Doug's Toilet Cake. Please stay tuned for a program of popular holiday music. This is Freddie Fillmore signing off for WBFR in New York City and wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Good night.